2 divorces, and I got hit on alimony on both. The first one at age 33, I got lifetime maintenance that I paid for 18 years. The second time I learned my lesson. I didn't go to trial. I negotiated a lump sum over basically 4 years. Your attorney's not going to tell you this. We're going to talk about the state that you're in. You need to know there's 3 different types of alimony that are discussed, and that doesn't include attorney fees. It doesn't include child support. It doesn't include temporary relief. This is strictly alimony. From once you're divorced, they're going to cut some type of a deal. In the state of Florida, here's what we got. Now, I wish I would have known this. An example, state of Florida. Marriage duration classifications and alimony caps. Learn the lingo. Short-term marriage, less than 10 years. That is eligible for durational alimony if married at least 3 years. I keep talking about pro se. Go pro se. Alimony is capped at 50% of the marriage length. So let's say, for an example, less than 10 years. Let's say it's 5 years. They're going to hit you for 2.5 years. Can you live with 2.5 years of alimony? I would do it. Why? Get the hell out. Because it's not long term. Cut your losses. It's like business or a stock. Get the hell out. Take care of the kids. I'd rather take care of the kids than the old lady or the old man, your ex. Number 2, moderate term is 10 to 20 years. That alimony is capped at 60%. So 6 years out of 10 years or 12 years out of 20 years. And it's all negotiable. You're going to have to fight for every penny. Don't agree until you really know your numbers and if you could afford it reasonably. Because don't forget, you're paying attorney fees right away and you got child support until they're 18, minimum 18. Long-term marriage is 20 years plus. This is law. This is law. That's where they're going to start. So you want to get a reduction of that. Not only the term, try to work with your spouse where it's negotiable. Children come first, but don't forget that's an 18-year commitment as a parent. Florida alimony overview. Florida has eliminated permanent alimony. The primary forms now include bridge the gap alimony, assist in short-term transition, maximum 2 years, non-modifiable. Rehabilitation alimony supports self-sufficiency through training, requires a plan, maximum 5 years. If you want to change it and you want to fight it, you got to go back to court. It costs you money. There's no guarantees. You get in front of the judge, you're fucked. They're going to look at your assets. They'll judge whether you could afford it for the next 10 years, 15 years, or whatever. That's no shit. Durational alimony provides set term support based on marriage length. Courts may extend alimony beyond caps. What if your ex-spouse says, you know what? I'm unhealthy. I got a medical problem. You got to get doctor appointments. You got to get reports. And there's privacy issues. Modification and termination. Amount can change with life circumstances, but duration is typically fixed. That means it's agreed upon, it's done, you can't change it. Modification is not easy. You have to get an attorney. You got to get in front of the judge. It's not worth it, guys and women. It's not worth it. Get your deal ASAP up front. And don't forget, attorney fees hurt me more than the alimony. It really did. Child support, no problem. At the end of the day, you're going to take care of your kids anyway. All right? If I had to do it all over again, I'd be strategic, intentional, and calm. File pro se if you're confident, but know your limits. In other words, go as far as you can, but I'd get a coach. Can you find one? Sure you can. Sure you can. It's just documentation. They're going to give you what I just told you. Here's the rules, here's the regulations, here's what you can afford. Know your numbers, know your finance, and hope to God that you're still working. This is a long game, man. Figure 1 to 2 years, slow it down. Don't expect quick resolutions. If I know this now, bifurcate. Get divorced first and then put everything else on the side. Because they'll hit you with temporary relief. But understand this, temporary relief after 6 months could change. Bifurcate, get legal divorce first, then handle finances later. It's a good solution, man. Put a plan together. Most people don't. Check your state's outline calendar or calculator. It's online. Here's a couple more tips. Cut the emotional ties early. Strictly business. Negotiate everything in writing. No gray areas. Anytime there's an offer or suggestion, always email. You email it to the spouse, ex-spouse, not their attorneys, because you represent yourself. If they say, oh, no, you got to send us to, fine. CC the attorney. You don't owe them nothing. You want to make sure you're not paying them, okay? Hire a forensic accountant. That's smart. That's smart. They're going to hide money. My ex-wife's hid money. For sure. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. Because then you get the numbers right up front, and they're going to get really scared because they can't defend that. Facts are the facts. This is what your income is. Be completely transparent. Consider lump sum offers to get it over with. Know the rules. Because they're going to start above that. They'll freak out when you know just as much as them. I'm talking about attorneys. Because attorneys aren't business people. No. They're not tax accountants. They're just trying to maximize their billings. And it's a great fulfillment when you achieve something like paying off that last alimony payment. Once you pay and you have no more obligations, I will go down with my mediator to fill out Form 14 with a receipt saying that I fulfilled my obligation. They call it a settlement of judgment. Settlement of judgment. Because you can't trust anybody. They might come after you. They might come after you. That's why I'm saying documentation is very important. Okay? And that's when I'm going to celebrate. I'll take my mediator out for a good dinner with the signature, go down to the courthouse. I'll probably do a video on it and say, look at this. Look at this. Once again, I fulfilled a contract. This is educational, and I hope it's motivational. I hope it's inspirational, and you're going to save a lot of fucking money. If you need to, you contact me. I will help you through this. Rock LaManna, your divorce strategist. I'll talk to you soon. God bless you. Bring joy to yourself. I'll talk to you soon.